Hello there, Gemini. Today we're going to be taking a detailed look at your April forecast and we'll be examining it through all 12 astrological houses. Of course, in the first house, we will see the most significant influences that will be guiding you in the month of April. Yes. In the second house, there will be money and work. In the third, you'll find travel or plans connected to journeys. The fourth house will be family. The fifth will be love. And when we finally reach the 10th house, you will be able to make a wish, one that you truly desire to see fulfilled. And we will see together whether this will come to pass for you in April, or if perhaps it will manifest itself at a different point in time, or maybe your particular wish isn't actually what you truly need and something entirely different will arrive to take its rightful place. Let's take a moment to explore this. So, what is the most important and central theme for Geminis throughout the month of April?
What events will be the most important?
For Geminis, the most significant developments will revolve around family and material prosperity. Expect that within your family sphere, within your personal domestic space, there will be some kind of new addition or expansion. Will it be something tangible, perhaps a financial gain, or maybe you'll receive some kind of special grant, or money will simply arrive unexpectedly, but it will be something truly significant that brings you immense happiness, and you will even spark a certain envy in others. Yes, because everyone will definitely be aware of it. So then let's take a closer look together at what this particular event might be. So the second house is about money and your work. What is being revealed to you here? So I can see that you're going to be operating at precisely that kind of elevated level where considerable honor and recognition are awaiting you, correct? In what specific way will this all be manifesting itself? The people you work with will see you. You'll be involved in everything you do, yes. This will bring you both profit and pleasure, and you'll be very much in demand, yes. But the people who surround you here, they are spreading some gossip and quarrels around you. Please be mindful so you can avoid these kinds of situations. If we're talking about whether you'll have money in April, yes, of course you will, but avoid conversations and people who are not very positive towards you. So the third house represents your roads and travels. Let's see if Geminis will have any and the journey lies ahead for you, and during this journey which is quite brief, you will encounter a person who is very, very interesting to you. The man who is revealed here, he can activate all his energies, yes, in order to completely charm you, because this is a person to whom you will unequivocally appeal. But I also see that you too will come to feel the very same emotions towards this person. If we speak of the path ahead, yes, a journey awaits, but it will reveal itself to be quite a challenging one for you. The emotions that you will experience here will prove to be quite unexpected for you. This will be an unexpected acquaintance made along your journey. So the fourth house is your family. What will be happening here? For those watching me now and in family relationships, this will be a challenging time. You might be in conflict. You might be in conflict with your partner and trying to prove something. Yes. However, we are witnessing a situation where attempting to prove anything here will be utterly futile. The man here is adopting a very rigid and uncompromising stance of his own. We are seeing a person who is not straightforward, quite despotic, someone who is capable of dictating terms. The man who is revealing himself to you in this relationship, yes, the one who is with you in the same space, you shouldn't engage in conflict with him. You need to circumvent him, circumvent this situation, circumvent this conflict, and resolve your issues by some other means if you truly wish to preserve this relationship. The person revealing themselves here is very complex, and naturally it will be absolutely impossible to pressure them. So let's see what else is in family relationships. And in your family relationships, all your disagreements and squabbles, they will finally cease. I see that you are subsequently entering a period where by the end of April, everything will become quite smooth and harmonious for you. No scandals are foreseen here, but there will be some minor discussions that could potentially bring about a certain imbalance for you. On one hand, you'll understand that you are engaging in a conflict, but on the other, it might seem like a light, carefree, and non-confrontational conversation. And somewhere along the way, you might perhaps end up taking some incorrect actions. I see you don't quite know how to communicate with someone you share a space with under the same roof. You need to find a different approach to them. All right then, let's look at the 5th house. The 5th house represents those girls who would like to meet their soulmate. Will they have such a chance? So let's see. Gemini, let's talk about your romantic connections for April. And right from the start, we see a significant young man emerging, someone who is truly making his way directly towards you. He is here to completely close out your past period of unfortunate events and the time spent with people who were dishonest, who created difficult conflict-ridden situations and constant obstacles in your path. This person with their emotions completely overshadows all your current problems, revealing a brand new path and a fresh romantic connection for you. The man who is approaching you now is incredibly favorable. He's depicted as the Knight of Cups, and truly, this is precisely the individual you desperately need in your life at this very moment. Let's now explore what exactly this will reveal for you. And this will be revealed to you in the 20th arcana. For you, this is liberation from old relationships, from problematic bonds that held you until now. This is the solution to all your problems. The person who will appear in your life in April will bring you great happiness and well-being. So the 6th house, more precisely, the 6th house is the house of your health, your condition on a physical level. Let's take a look at what moments we'll encounter here. And we foresee some temporary difficulties when you'll experience a certain melancholic state where you won't feel like doing anything at all, just wanting to lie down and stare blankly into a single point. But this state will be very fleeting. You'll quickly gather yourself, get back on your feet, and begin to attend to your affairs. I see that this April has been very productive for you. You must act actively, indeed very actively, to achieve something. Now is not the time to just lie around and stare into space. Now is the crucial period for you when you really need to take action. For those born under Gemini, this is precisely when a very optimistic period is opening up. So you absolutely, truly must focus only on your tasks. So let's take a look at what awaits you in the 7th house. The 7th house represents papers, contracts, or various agreements. Let's see what exactly awaits you in the 7th house. A job awaits you and significant recognition. All the challenges you've faced until now, yes, and I see that you've had work-related difficulties, yes, because you weren't promoted, you weren't allowed to progress, right? You were always put aside for later, yes. Now you're going to be noticed. Now they might enter into some kind of agreement with you, or there might be a moment when you will feel very confident in situations specifically concerning financial matters. For Geminis, I see in this spread a lot of money coming in, a lot of material gain, and it seems April should be a very productive month for you. What we're looking for though now, the 8th house. The 8th house is the domain of things that must go. Perhaps something needs to exit your life, or on the contrary, it should remain. Let's see what exactly will be departing. A certain person will be leaving you. I see that this man initially wanted a relationship with you. I see you had a brief temporary meeting with him, but it didn't progress beyond that. I see that you've encountered some kind of misunderstanding. After that, this man either wrote to you or called or somehow made his presence manifest. But I see that you have distanced yourself and closed yourself off. And right now, this person is completely leaving your life. This person will no longer cross your path, and that's a good thing because he's somewhat resentful towards you. You know that you didn't give him the proper attention, that you didn't open up to him as a woman, and because of this he might harbor a deep grudge which could later escalate into a rather unpleasant state. So this person definitely must leave, and you absolutely don't need him. The 9th house is what you've conceived, but for now you're afraid to reveal it or put it into practice. So let's see. Gemini, what have you come up with? What are you afraid to reveal? And Geminis, they really want to actively make significant changes to everything in their lives. And they're feeling a strong desire to relocate to a completely different place and to finally resolve some of the complex issues connected with their deepest emotions, and also to effectively address all of their pressing financial concerns. But despite all of these powerful aspirations, you're actually quite afraid of it, which ultimately means you're hesitant to make any substantial moves forward. Don't be afraid, you'll do just fine. Your outlook is very promising. So the 10th house is about wish fulfillment. Have you made your wish? Have you thought it through? Let's take a look now. So the 10th house, what is it that awaits you? 2 cards have just immediately popped out. The 10th house, will your most cherished wish come true? Yes, your wish, it will most certainly be fulfilled. However, it will come true with a certain delay in time. So expect it to be fulfilled not in April, but just a little later. This delay will be for approximately 1 month. That is, we can see from the reading that you will indeed achieve what you desire, but you simply need to be a little patient. All right. So the 11th house. The 11th house represents your friends, your support system, and those close individuals who surround you. So, Gemini, what's opening up for you here? And for you, it's not just support that opens up. It's a person you haven't communicated with for a long time, someone you once met, with whom you had some kind of past relationship. This individual will make their presence known, and subsequently this person will remain with you for a very long time. This will not be about a romantic relationship. It will be about genuine support. This is a person who doesn't really need any kind of relationships. He's more like a hermit, someone who is completely absorbed in his own thoughts and world, a person who can simply live within their own space. But despite all that, you might encounter him quite unexpectedly. Yes, and later you'll communicate and you'll find support from this individual, and you'll be truly delighted that you've met him once again. So the 12th house represents areas that could potentially bring you some significant difficulties or challenges. These are often problems that might originate from other people or perhaps some form of general negativity. So what exactly do we observe here? And we see that you don't really have any enemies as such. You mostly have people who are very actively involved in relationships around you, right? These are individuals who can cooperate with you, communicate, and have their own interests. But sometimes interest can be a little bit self-serving, a little bit mercenary, you know. That doesn't mean someone is trying to get money from you. This means that you are in demand and needed somewhere by someone. Your opinion can be utilized. Yes, your word will be truly valued by them. And these are not enemies. These are people who simply have a mercenary interest concerning you. And of course, they interact with you precisely for that. Well then, these kinds of things do happen, and they certainly have their place in our lives. Perhaps at some point in the future, you might find them useful as well, and then you'll be able to review all of this and draw some help and support from them. Well, that was a truly wonderful forecast for all you Geminis out there, wasn't it? I sincerely wish you peace, goodness, and love. And of course, plenty of wonderful and positive moments, not just throughout April, but for the entire year ahead. Until we meet again, take care.
Hooray, hooray! We did it.